Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our beloved lecturer Dr. Siti Mahfuza. Today we are here again presenting our formative evaluation. I am Siti Nabihah Azmi and my partner Nohanis Ma'asruddin will present to you our formative evaluation report.
The first part in this report is the introduction of the formative evaluation FE on our website UUMJob.Web. For the introduction part, there are two parts which are the definition of FE and the purpose of conducting it. FE involves collecting data and information during the development process that can be used to enhance the effectiveness of a particular product. Formative means that the instructional materials are in their formative or early stages. At the same time, evaluation refers to gathering data to determine the strengths and weaknesses of a product. This evaluation aims to collect feedback that enables identifying problems in the current developing website to improve the dimension of the user interface, navigation, content, functionality, and other extra feedback.
Next, we proceed with methods and instruments. This evaluation was conducted using two methods. Those are expert reviews and thinking aloud. So why we choose to implement two methods in our evaluation? This is because we want to increase the robustness of the results because findings can be strengthened. So for the expert review, we have basically two experts which is A and B that will evaluate UUMJob.Web in the dimension of content, navigation and also functionality. Both were held in different platforms, A in online platform and B in face-to-face meeting. For the expert review instrument, we provide a set of questions consisting 6 aspects altogether and the total of the question is 15. As we can see in the questions, we also provide one column for score which we set it to be in 5 Likert scale and also one column for comments. And that's it for expert review. For the second method, we have thinking aloud. For thinking aloud, we made the process in 3 stages. One is the stage of recruiting representative user. Second, we give them representative tasks to perform. Then the third stage, we shut up and let the users do the talking. Among the tasks that we provide to the user in the format of flowchart, first is login, then navigation to all pages, find job, create job, offer services, feedback, and my profile. We recorded every point that the user tries to convey during the process and we take into account all of the feedback from the user.
Next, I will explain about the procedures involved during the FE session. Our project has 4 steps. The first one is creation of formation evaluation questions and workflow. The procedure begins with the preparation of questions for the review session and workflow for the thinking aloud. The review questions were adapted from previous work but were appropriately modified. Each expert will be asked questions based on the scope of the evaluation, which includes content, navigation, and functionality. Meanwhile, the workflow of the website was created by us according to how the website works. The user will be given the task as the guide to explore the website. This procedure continues with the selection of expert and user, date, and platform for formative evaluation. This phase is considered the hardest FE stage since it is hard to find the available experts and users to do the evaluation. However, we managed to find 2 experts and 1 user at a different date and time and platform. The formative evaluation session was held after the dates had been confirmed. The team leader began by providing an introduction and background on the website, followed by a demonstration for the expert review. Meanwhile, we just provide the tasks that have been prepared to thinking aloud users. The experts and users will provide comments and feedback. They also suggested which parts of the website should be improved. After all of the questions have been asked, the review questions were given to the experts. The session ended well as planned. The last part is regulation for improving and completion of study. After the formative evaluation session ended, the website was improved further. The session data was analyzed and discussions were held to interpret the data for use in website improvement. There are 2 types of participants involved in this session, which are experts and user. We managed to get 2 experts and 1 user that can help us in doing the FE session. Both experts are a lecturer that has different qualifications which can help us to give good feedbacks and useful inputs for this FE session. For user, we chose a student that has the qualification of Bachelor in Science Multimedia with honor, and the reason is because she was good in evaluating products and giving thoughtful comments that cover the field of the website development.
Okay, we will continue with the findings. We will go first with the expert review method. So for the first aspect, we have features and functionality. The first question, features and functionality meet common user goals and objectives. The score from the two experts is 5, which means excellent. Question number 2, features and functionality support users' desired workflows. The score from expert A is 4, stated that the flaws is in the information presented, and from expert B, the score is 5. Next, for the aspect of home page or starting page, the question stated that a home page or starting page provides a clear snapshot and overview of the available content, features and functionality. Both experts agreed that the score is 5. The next question stated that the home page or starting page effectively orient and direct users to their desired information and tasks. Both the score from the expert is 5, therefore there is no flaws detected on the home page. We move to the aspect of navigation with the first question stated that users can easily access the site or application. Both experts give 5 for the score. Same goes to the next question, which stated that the navigational scheme for example menu is easy to find, intuitive and consistent. The next question stated that the current location is clearly indicated. From expert A, she gives 5 for it and 4 from expert B. This is because she notices about one issue regarding the sub-pages which invisible to locate the location. Therefore, she suggested to provide breadcrumbs. The fourth aspect is control and feedback. The first question stated that prompt and appropriate feedback is given. From expert A, give 5 for the score and 4 from expert B. That is because we did not provide feedback for failed action. Next question stated that users can easily undo, go back, change or cancel actions, or are at least given a chance to confirm an action before committing. The score from expert A is 4 because we did not provide cancel button for all action, and 3 score from expert B because we did not provide cancel and back button. The next question stated that users can easily give feedback, from example via email or online feedback or contact us form. Both experts agreed that the score is 5. The next aspect is forms. The first question stated that a minimal amount of information is requested and where required justification is given for asking information. Both experts agreed with the score is 5. The next question stated that appropriate input fields are used and required formats are indicated. This one from expert A give 3 for the score because we lack in terms of the form construction, the labeling is not there, and we lack of providing guidance for user. From expert B, she gives 4 for the score because we don't have an error message pop-up alert when user inserts incorrect input. Last but not least, we have the aspect of context and text. The first question stated that the available content is appropriate, sufficiently relevant, and detailed to meet user goals. Both of the experts give 4 for the score because of the same flaws that we use foreigner's image instead of local image. The next question stated that the language, terminology, and tone used are appropriate and readily understood by the target audience. Both of the experts give 4 for the score. From expert A because we have grammar error in terms of spelling. From expert B also grammar error in terms of spelling and sentence structure. The last question stated that the terms, language and tone used are consistent. From expert A, the score is 5, while expert B, the score is 4 because she found that we are not consistent since there are parts that we only call it UUMJob and sometimes UUMJob.Web. So that's the finding from the expert's review. Next, for the thinking aloud findings. As general, we found that the user is satisfied in terms of the consistency and good interface. Other than that, there are also some of the features that the user dissatisfied. First is concept misunderstanding, that she did not expect that she could do all the functions that we provide on the website. Second is lack of common features used, that the forms that we provide on the website does not look like the common forms she often seen. So that's all for the findings for both methods.
Based on the findings, we have sought to improve our website by upgrading it based on the suggestions and recommendations from the evaluators. Other than that, we have also corrected all the errors and wrong trials stated by both of the experts. There are 5 aspects that will improve, which are the features and functionality, navigation, control and feedback, forms, and context and text.
Next, we have come to the discussion. After all, we can see various strengths and weaknesses throughout this evaluation process from various aspects. Based on the findings, we can conclude that among 6 aspects that we focus on during the evaluation, the most flaws comes from control and feedback and content and text. Therefore, to hook it up with the purpose of the FE by looking at the dimension of the user interface, navigation, content, functionality, the content and the functionality of UUMJob.Web needs a lot of improvement. Therefore, we have the solutions ready as displayed in the results section. Apart from that, we found that using 2 different methods gave 2 similar yet different results. Based on the first method, for example, from expert review, we found that all the answers and feedbacks were limited to the question asked. However, the answers given are very helpful in improving our website. In contrast to the thinking aloud method, we received thoughts and views from users openly and without any limits. However, we found some disadvantages from the second method, that the participant seems unable to provide comments and feedback in as much detail as expert can provide. But we take it as advantage from the user's point of view. Therefore, we can conclude that the 2 methods we use are the best because we can make comments and feedbacks from 2 experts who are skilled in the field of website development and from the views and opinions of the users themselves. Other than that, we also have to face some of the challenges we face during the evaluation process. First, the expert review method, we face 2 challenges, which is time constraint and internet connection problem. For the thinking aloud method, we faced the challenge that the jargon used was different from multimedia terms. Other than that, we also found the advantage and disadvantage of the 2 methods. First, the expert review advantage. Experts can find a lot of different problems in different areas of a system, web apps or website. They examine the entire site. They usually don't focus on just a few specific scenarios. Instead, they give a broader look and find issues you may not have noticed. For the disadvantage, this method doesn't involve users, so it cannot find problems that the systems and users only find. Second, the thinking aloud advantage. No special equipment is needed. We simply sit next to a user and take notes as she talks. It takes about a day to collect data from a handful of users. However, the disadvantage is that the users are supposed to say things as soon as they come to mind rather than reflect on their experience and provide an edited commentary after the fact. However, most people want to appear smart, and thus there's a risk that they won't speak until they have thought through the situation in detail.
In conclusion, this FE session have helped the team get better ideas to improve the website to be more efficient, professional, and attractive. The views and opinions from the expert had been recorded and analyzed. Overall, we were able to improve the website in the dimensions of the user interface, navigation, content, and other additional feedback for the website based on the recommendations provided. So that's all from me and my partner Nabiha. See you in the next video.